It's just a fun game for us, obviously, and for me as a coach, you know, you pressed. We've been pressed a little bit for runs on a lot of our games. There's some games like that where we really show our offensive ability, and there's other games we tend to be quiet and we play a little bit tentative. And I think that's it's just a matter of a team growing up and players growing up and learning who they are. So today was really a rewarding game for me to see my team offensively play like they played. And I think it started with Nijaree's big hit to get us going off the wall. And once we got that run, then we just were able to keep it going. A lot of players got involved in the offense. Toney's been outstanding. I want to brag on Toney. You know, she not have made an error the whole the whole Big 12 season, not one error. In all the regular season, not an error here. And yeah, but just an outstanding accomplishment. If you understand how hard it is to play shortstop in a Power 5 conference, and then for a freshman to do that, and she's been our 2-hole hitter all year, and just been such an amazing freshman offensively and defensively, and it's been struggling. So to get to watch her come out of that today and really put on a show on the offensive side, 3 for 3, 4 RBIs, that was a highlight for me as well. Nijaree, you know, I can't say enough about Nijaree and what she means to our program, what a privilege it is to get a coach, not a player with her talent, but a player with her character and her work habit and the way she shows up every day, trying to be a better hitter at the end of practice than she was when she got there, trying to be a better player, trying to be a better pitcher every day. And so that sets the tone for your ball club. So for me, it was like a reward day, an achievement day. You know, I got to tell the kids afterwards, like at the beginning of the year, it was all about like we got to become a mentally tough ball club. We got to become a resilient ball club, and we got to increase our ability to play, you know, mentally tough no matter what the circumstances. And I think now I'm starting to see that. I think I saw it even more yesterday than I did today, because today wasn't a game that required it. But there was still a couple of instances where we could have let a little mistake spiral and get us in a position we didn't want to be in, and we were able to play right through it. So it was just a really rewarding day for me as a coach to see my players up and down the lineup, all over the field, playing with great character, and I thought they played with a lot of class. They understood the circumstance of the game. They celebrated the game, but played it also with checked emotions at the right times, and just played a really professional game of college softball.
Nijaree, we talked before the season about you being a two-way player and you're working on your swing. So far to me this week, seeing you live, you look comfortable there. Do you feel comfortable at the plate? And then to smash that ball, tell me about that at bat that started the offense.
Yeah, I feel like each and every game I'm just getting more and more comfortable in the ball. So that's been fun. And again, every game I just try to do whatever it takes for just for my team. And I knew we had speed at first. So yeah, I feel like any hit was gonna score launches fast. So.
What's going through your mind when you're scoring 11 runs? There's the hitter side of you that's contributing to that, but then there's this pitcher side of you that's like, okay, I got to stay warm too. Like, take me through that. It's a good problem to have, but what's it like?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. Part of it is like the physical part and maybe having to go to the bullpen when you're in those long innings. But more than that, I feel like it's just the mental part of it and just knowing. Yeah, we're up 11 runs, and Coach Glasco says this all the time. Like, always play like it's a 0-0 ball game, because at any point, like the other team can come back. So just knowing, yes, having a lead's good, but also just staying mentally prepared for anything to happen.
Hailey, you're 3 for 3, 4 RBIs today. What was your approach coming into the game, and what was the key for you to be so successful today?
Like you said, I've been struggling, so I've been really just practicing on trusting the process. And this month has not obviously been easy, but he's always telling me that he's proud of me and just doing what he says on and off the field.
Hailey, what can you carry over from a game like today now as you move into the championship game? What will you take?
Mainly just staying cool in how many runs we scored, and probably just putting hits together and playing for the team.
Coach Glasgow, you talked about a chance for other people to do things in this game. Specifically, Anya German got out there to get a hit for the first time. I guess even get an at-bat for the first time since March. Can you talk about that moment, as well as Reagan Jennings stepping in for Alexa at second base today?
Yeah, you know, Alexa woke up, and we hope it was a 24-hour bug, and she woke up this morning, wasn't feeling good, and that could just stay here, relax. Reagan's batting, she's hitting close to 400. And then it was really good to get her a chance to get her out there and play. And she's meant a lot to our offense. She's 8 for 13 pinch hitting, and I love having her on the bench, but she also needs to get some live ABs and get involved to be able to be sharp when we do ask her to fill that pinch hitting role. And she works really hard, and she's a great teammate. The kids, she's just a really great teammate. So that was really a rewarding thing to see our kids pick each other up like that. And that's one of the examples it's one of the places we've improved is when we pick each other up. When somebody makes a ball, we'll pick them up. And if we go down, there's so many ways in the game. If you got 2 outs and nobody on, pick that lineup up. And I thought she did that. As far as Anya's been, she got out there for a while, and Vic was really struggling. While she was out, Vic went through an offensive stretch there where she was slumping or struggling with her batting. And when Anya got released to come back, Vic got hot, just started to get hot. And so it kind of made it where I felt like I kept needing to leave Vic in to keep her relaxed, keep her comfortable. I knew we had to have her down the stretch hitting. and she was just getting going offensively here the last 2 to 3 weeks. So it's kind of left Anya in a little bit of a position where we couldn't get her out there. But she's been catching our pitchers, and she's a fun kid. She's like always joking around with her team, and brings a lot of energy and fun down in the bullpen. So it's good to get her in the bat, and she got a hit. She can hit. She's hitting 290. She's got a good bat. She just got Vic in front of her and kind of got down the stretch. So it was fun to let her get out there and get that at bat and see her come through. And our bench has been outstanding. That's one of the ways that we've gotten better. We got a lot of depth, and we're trying to incorporate those guys in. At the same time, no matter what score, keep it 0-0. I was proud of Sam Lincoln. I thought it really was a great position for her today as a young freshman pitcher with an enormous amount of talent to get a good experience in a semifinal conference tournament game. And as I kept telling my infield, don't let up, 0-0 intensity, so she feels like it's 0-0. And I'm telling her to approach every batter like it's 0-0 game. And it was just a lot of good games within the game.
And Nijaree, you've had a lot of big moments at this park, previous Texas Tech and now this year, but I believe that's your first RBI here as a hitter. Just talk about that moment for you.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, definitely fun, and yeah.
For both players, they're part of a historic performance. Most runs in a Big 12 tournament game. And you've made a lot of history this year for this program to this point. I know you want more. What does it feel to be a part of this? That this is, things that will be talked about within this program for years and years from now.
Yeah, I feel like just being able to, like you said, just be a part of a team that's kind of having a rebuilding year, and then just being able to come here in the postseason and have a record like that. I feel like it means a lot, especially to our our seniors, especially Denny being here for 4 years. I just feel like being able to come back here and just again have a record like that means a lot.
Being a freshman, it means everything because everyone's just here to play for each other, and we're not down on anyone. We're all sisters here.
Very good. Time for one more question. If anyone wants it.